Alụkwanụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị, ekene m onye ukwu kene onye nta, ekene m onye ọbụla wee sị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ ka onye chiri onye azụ elu. Ndị be anyị abịago m n'ụbọchị nke taata ka m prichi oziọma Chineke, oziọma nwere onwe, oziọma Biafra restoration. And dịka unu ma, ọrụ na tata bụ izi na-esonyere m onye na n'une n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ Maazị Achebe Paul, MAP, eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 in Biafra land. And ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. Ise. Greetings Biafrans, greetings lovers of freedom. Ụbọchị nke tata unu n'anya for very long time abịaghị m live program. Ọ bụghị ihe kọsụrụ ya bụ 1, enwela m ohere this January na-agbagodo m aka ekpe, but we must continue. Secondly, asị m ka m wetugodo anya anyị, ka m nọrọ anyị, ka m calculate ma check all the activities, ihe niile mme na the year 2022. Bido oge kidnap Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from 2021 to 2022 till this year, ka wee nwee ike wee malụ the things ebe anyị nọ na ebe anyị galugolu, and ihe anyị ga-eme, and ihe ebe anyị nọ wee rie mperi na ebe anyị nọ wee na-emetie. Maka na onwere ya ga-asị gị na ya zuru oke n'ihe niile, mana ife ọbụla nwoke ọbụla ihe eji malụ nwoke bụ imechi ihe ịnọrọ anụ, ịkalkuleti ihe ahụ ime, ịmalụ ka ị nọ mma ka nwere ebe ị nọ wee mejie, wee nọrọzie anụ wee kalkuleti che ihe niile ma gbakọọ ihe niile ma wepụ, wee fụ that na IPOB nọ intact and IPOB leadership nọ mma, and Eastern Security Network nọ ọfụma, and we are still in the right direction and in the right track. So although only a lot of things that has happened, but nevertheless, without a mistake, there will be no corrections. So we learn from our past event. No event, no history. Before Ngabaniru, let me greet the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Onye nke m na-akpọ ikuku a na-afụ anya, the breeze that you can see. Nwesi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu isi afụrụ wee kwaba okpu, ofumba je na-eme offload. Ekene m gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee sị gị mgbede ọma, ehihie ọma, ụtụtụ ọma, ebe ọbụla ị nọ. Asị m na ọ ga-adịrịrị gị na mma. Ị ga-adị ka echi, maka na echi ada agụ agụ. Onye ọbụla nchelu ga-aja echiche, onye ahụ ga-ewere ala zelu mmiri. Onye ọbụla nke kpalụ gị nkata ọjọọ, nkata ahụ ga-ekpude. Onye ọbụla nke gulugo unu n'ọnwụ, onye ahụ ga-adana n'onu ahụ. Anyị nwere mkpochi. Wee na-ekenekwa the leadership of IPOB led by Maazị Chike Doziem, who is currently in charge of IPOB affair and IPOB movement and everything about IPOB, because in the absence of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, automatically the power, the mantle of leadership will be bestowed on Maazị Chike Doziem until Maazị Nnamdi Kanu say otherwise. Then, I'm malozia monwele any changes. Mana in as far as Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no n'ime DSS dungeon, Maazị Chike Doziem is the person in charge. And if you don't like it, you can do me a favor by kissing an electric pole or a naked wire. Because I owe you no apology. That is how the structure work. And I say, may Chukwu okike abịa ma guide and protect every member of DOS. And I also greet every IPOB principal officers. Any position, so far you are an IPOB principal officer, I greet you. And they can go for my Wesika Chineko Kikabiama, onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, gbaa unu niile ume. Anyị ga-adị ka echi maka na echi ada agụ agụ. Wee na-ekenekwa ndị Eastern Security Network, ESN, the backbone and the taproot of IPOB and the Biafra Restoration, the Agune Chambers. Asị m, ọ ga-adịrịrị anyị niile na mma. Mgbọ ndị enemi, mgbọ ndị ile ma wachanata unu. Unu ga na-eje eje na-abata abata. Ọpụpụ unu na mbata unu ga-enwe mmeri. Mgbe ọbụla ndị ilo chere echiche ịbịa mụ na attack, ụla ga-eburu ha, ụlọ ọnwụ, ụlọ ọrịa ga-eburu ha. Ọ ka ọ ga-adị, ọ dị n'ọfọ. Wee na-ekenekwa ndị our able lawyers, IPOB legal teams, in people like Michael Zekome, Barrister Stefani Ejiofor, and Aloy Ejimako, Mandela, and Nnemeke Ejiofor. All of you, you are doing wonderfully well, including Bruce Fay. I greet every one of you. I also greet every IPOB media warriors for your resolute and for your gallantness, because all of you have fought a good fight. And asim unu jideka unu ji, onye asị anya jideka o ji na-eme ọfụma. May Chukwu Okike Abịama give us the strength and the power to continue until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. He say, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, my today broadcast got very simple and got very short. And the topic in the treat knowledge, power, and wealth. Knowledge, power, and wealth. DOS are very much wise. Of course, they are wise. This three topic is what I will base on today. And all the very, very important. In this life, in the whole world, ihe na control the world. Number one thing is knowledge, and knowledge goes with wisdom. After knowledge, the second thing is power. Then comes wealth. Why is the Igbo people, why are we lacking behind in everything that has to do with other people? Kara, good, greetings from here. Why is Igbo people always lacking behind? Why the Igbo people always marginalized? Why is Igbo people being sidelined? Why is Igbo people always carrying last when it comes to a competition or a fight between the tribe called Igbo and the other part of the world, in that Nigeria? When you check and you calculate, that is the reason why I said this topic is what I will look into, which is knowledge, power, and wealth. If you can be able to have these three things, you can control the entire world. You will rule your world. But only if I get banya no botchinketata. Kedu nke ndị Igbo na alaki. When you come, inanya na Igbo, na the whole tribe no na that zoo called Nigeria today. The tribe called Igbo is the richest tribe in Nigeria. But the richest man in Africa is not an Igbo. The richest man in Nigeria is not an Igbo man. But an Igbo man is the richest tribe. Ask yourself, these things now, can I one on this topic? Like I said, my topic today is knowledge, power, and wealth. Now, how can you acquire power? with honorable knowledge, with your knowledge, you can achieve power. And the well to give knowledge, power. You cannot control the power because you don't have what it takes to control the power. Ndị Igbo lack knowledge. Ndị Igbo enwelo knowledge, and that is the reason they cannot get power, because it takes someone that has wisdom and knowledge to acquire power, and they can make use of that power. It takes someone with wisdom and knowledge to kill that power. And the Fulanis and other tribes, the Fulanis were knowledge. And that was the reason they was able to grab power. Knowledge, which is the wisdom, you cannot have power because the how to dribble and maneuver. Now, many of you guys see knowledge, wisdom. There is difference between wisdom and knowledge, and there is difference between gift and the wisdom. You can be talented, but that does not mean that you have the knowledge or wisdom. You can be gifted with anything. Mana kaibia check yenya. Kangwas inkowalugi of man. Okay, for these three things is very important. These three things are the things na control the world. Obun enjoy control the world. He need in your life to control or be a very big masquerade before any word is to have knowledge, power, and the wealth. But the wealth now, wealth is akonoba, power bikikere, ikikere, knowledge, wisdom. Chinonso Obiora, Fulani has brain more than the Igbos. Over that is they get brain. When you talk of brain, wisdom, and knowledge, Fulani were here times 10. There is no point of argument in that area. We underrated these people because na Igbo tata onye na mala as English asigi na ogala akwụkwọ, because 90% of ndị Igbo today up to today can rate mmadụ ịdị intelligent as an onye ma asụ English. Ị na-asụ good and simple correct English, ndị mmadụ ga-afụta gị as well educated person, but being educated and intelligent is very far from speaking English. That is why some people get you cannot even speak good English because hana afuta English as onye maife. Mana the phone hana use hamalo na China loria na China that's English. Hamalo na Japan that's English. Hamalo na Ferrari and all this Gucci hana na Italy that's English. Hamalo na Spain that's English. Na English is not education. And the Fulani people made this thing understand early. But that is not why I am here. Now, Indian at this Nigeria now, here we have 3 ethnic tribes. That is Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. Ndi Igbo have not clinched the power. Ndi Igbo nwetebelo the power. The reason kpata na Ndi Igbo nwetebelo power bụ na ha enwelo the wisdom to achieve power. In the wisdom, you will be able to play the game of the masters and you will win your opponent. Now, Igbos were divided in different states, and with the intelligence and the wisdom of Fulanis, they were able to make sure that no only Igbo no Ikwere and half only Igbo no na Imo State as 1 year as ofu. The same thing, only Igbo no na Anambra anala afuto onye Igbo nno na Anioma as 1 year. Maka gini, we Fulani ejirugo brain we mee here na for divide and rule. Fulani biye kewe ndi Igbo tisala etisa today because na ha enwelo the brain to bring themselves together. Ha enwelo the brain iji wee gadata onwe ha ọnụ. Ha enwelo the brain wee malụ that you can only have power when you have the knowledge, the wisdom. Now, individually, Chidema Christy, greetings from here. Who is the mentor, good man? Kanchanya, because Abialame Basaga here, onye be Basaga here and block one. Here I know 2023. Like Chike Doziem said, that this Biafra movement have entered new dimension. Obu ne malona ya bago new dimension. Malona bago new dimension. Anya anaghị eti mmanwa na akwa aka this time around. Ihe anyị na-eme kịta bụ onye bata ọ bụ na inwe ọ dị gị ka inwe nke iji aka ishishi drop or link ewe nwe ike anyị gbaji onwe anyị onu. Now ọ bụ na inwe knowledge, with your knowledge and wisdom, ị ga-agbanwe the politics to have the power. Inwete more power that will enable you to command wealth. Okwifu wealth, onye ọbụla ji power can take your wealth from you and onweghị ị ga-eme. Okwifu power ị na-afụ, power is one of the strongest among all of them. With power you can control wealth, but with wealth you cannot control power because ọbụ na inwelo wisdom, onye nwe wisdom ga-analụ gị power wee were analụ gị akụ na ụba. Ọ bụrụ no power wealth ka eji ego power, ndị Igbo eke egolugo the president of Nigeria na ha ji ego mana ha ejilo the brain. Ha ejilo the brain iji wee gba politics. Ọ bụrụ no ego ka eji ego position, ndị Igbo ka nọ na contest na the most powerful nation because they are the one of the richest tribe all over the world. Of your Igbo na ya. And obo ni knowledge. Let me tell you, when I say knowledge, knowledge goes with wisdom, intelligence, and the clever. These three things are into knowledge because obo ni wisdom, you cannot have knowledge. Wisdom, knowledge work together. They are there is just a little bit because wisdom you're imbued, but knowledge is what you acquire through school or what you acquire through learning of something or what you acquire artificially, you bring it and add it to you. Ke ife kpata ndị Igbo ji ata afụ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Ndị Igbo lack a power, lack the knowledge. If since they create in Nigeria, the Fulanis have been conquering and they ruling us because they have the power. The Fulani understand the meaning of having knowledge and the clenching power. That is why Mbenyeli Aguiyi see the power. Fulani was able to kill him and nothing happened. Mbenye good luck, Jonathan, the power. Onwelo the knowledge. Fulani take the power from him because only when knowledge and wisdom will definitely take your power out. Wisdom and knowledge. Nandi bonatafu today, bonandi benwelo knowledge and wisdom. Obulonye jeba boy or shigino with knowledge. Obulonye go ye da tagida for galo gabu shigino with knowledge. No. When you check Russia today, Russia understand what knowledge is all about. They invested and they planned for today by building different type of missiles. That is knowledge. They use knowledge and they have the power. Now, open knowledge and power, you will command wealth. Ndị Igbo today is suffering. Nanya na Igbo, bata na Igbo. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere knowledge, man onwetebe the power. And he check here with the knowledge of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, he was able to command and control the whole old eastern region. Man, where governors none are power there, but those governors cannot command or control in their own, with their own power. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who don't have the power, but he has knowledge, is now controlling the Southeast. Ihoja control your brain, obolo, the knowledge and the wisdom. I follow Soludo Nakpo for his release. Yes, on Nakpo for his. Now Soludo is beginning to try to drop power and use wisdom. Obulu na lugu can the kind of insecurity and because of social thing. Ndugu ama kwekete ka ha gbushishibo onwe ha. Ihe ndugu ga-emebu heme gini henwe ya na-akpọ round table meeting. Ha nweche round table meeting, ha nọkọ ọnụ, he take a decision, ha kpalo plan alụ dị ndị ọzọ jikọ onwe ha ọnụ. Nyanwa kpatụnụ ji wee fụ ndị na-akpụ isi nani, ha ji wee nwee meeting gwa gị na ihe ha chọbụ Muslim ticket, na ha chọlọ any Christianity, ha jikọrọ ọnụ. Ihe kpatara eji ejikọ ọnụ bụ knowledge and wisdom. Ọ bụrụ na ị nwere knowledge and wisdom, unu ga-etisa etisa ka ndị Igbo. Unu ga na-agba, onye ọbụla na-agba ka o si dịrị ya. Ihe ndị Igbo ji wee na-agagharị na-akpagharị, o nwere onye ma nke ọ na-akọ n'ụbọchị nke tata, maka there is no wisdom. All wisdom ka ị ga-eji wee biri. Ebe ọ bụla ifu wisdom na-adịlọ, enwere ife mmekete ka ha dị in unity. Enwere ife mmekete ka ha bịa in one. Enweghị ihe mmekete ka ha decide ya na-eme ihe n'ofu voice. Because for you to organize and move forward, ị ga-enwelili that wisdom. Ị ga-enwelili that power. Ị ga-enwelili ya. Well, to bugodu the last thing. Even in Nigeria today, Yoruba is very intelligent, more wisdom. That is why Ndi Yoruba produce go president. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo is a president of Nigeria. Ochigo Nigeria as head of state. Chikwa Nigeria as a military. I mean as under the democracy, because onwe the brain. Onwe the brain, the Yoruba nwe the brain. Now, obu na ndị Igbo nwe brain. Since Eji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for over 2 years now, and the court had discharge again, and they acquit and Yashana Banonweli for me. You know about this platform here, Yanima block here. Ebabu Hebana Yayo. Each obu need yayo, need Rebana Yayo. And we many platform ebe na ya iyo, even though we're going to chiwe ndị na-echi maka na ha na ayo chitelu ndị mmadụ ayo. So ịchọ ịbụ anya ayo ni likely ife a na ya ayo na ịchọghị ịlụ ọlụ, gawa na platform Okwuluora ebe a na ya ayo. Once ịchọrọ ya ayo, ịchọrọ ịbụ anya ayo, ịchọghị ịlụ ọlụ, need lazy, aka gbajiri gị, ihe pụtara ụwa bụ ka ị na-ayo ka a na-adashi gị, gawa na platform Okwuluora ebe a na ya ayo. I contact anya shana magi na aya ayobalu guy. In fact, ayobalu gi yeni na aya yo. Eba na aya yo. Eba abu heba na aya yo. Anya na he me give away here. Anya na he bia no kata idashigi na inem. Anya na aya yo here. Eba abu platform aya yo. Enwe ndi putalu we yo la yo. Ndi di Okwuluora. Even then they choose a title na eba. So gawa that place. Ga yo wa yo. Okay water. So, maka na ebe ahịa esi nke a ji wee na-eme gị block oge. Now, ka anyị na-achị n'ihe anyị ji maka ya na-abịa. Ndị Igbo lack wisdom and ha nwere power. And the wealth ha ejikwulodie. Now, because of na ndị Igbo ejilo wealth and I mean ejilo power. Ka ihe melu this man ji wee bụ the richest man in the whole Africa. Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote was the richest man because the North played the politics very well. The North play the politics, they understand the power, and they played and they take over the power, which means with their power, they were able to close Ibeto. With their power, they seize anything, license from any other Igbo man. Nyeze Soso Dangote, the license, it didn't produce cement. The license, it didn't produce salt. The license, it didn't produce many things, even to the extent of Inyonye produce cement and this thing. A contract, ita uzo. Kerife Patalia, because they not hold the power. Ndibo, ama believe about the power because he know the knowledge. Kahamalo that the power controls the wealth, and with power can only last in your hand when you have the wisdom and brain. Obu nimelo wisdom and brain, you cannot control power. Wisdom and brain, wisdom and knowledge is the strongest weapon any person or any region can have. Any region where wisdom and knowledge, any tribe where wisdom and knowledge, Ghana abagi egwu iche. He like ha make president, making you a president. The power. The power in the ability to command and control the activities and they challenge your enemies and they speak with boldness. With Iman on Abalumado boy, you will be the one to be shaking. People will be consulting you, and when you speak, people will be afraid. When you talk, vibrate. You have something to offer. Hana told you because of your power. Hana told you because of the what is in you. Hana told you because of your capacity. Because Hama, in terms of knowledge, you are well and a balance there. In terms of power, Niger, Caribbean are the world today. You British, England. When you talk about chemical weapon and every other things, Hamama win the aka in terms of that one. Hamama win America aka. Hamama win Russia aka. Hamama win China aka. Even North Korea here. British, England. Hamama win North Korea aka. Man, these people, the well intelligent and the how we knowledge. How and they will put those laws in our age control all those people who have those powers. How are just in their own knowledge, how and they made the law put was here all these people who have those janjatic weapons. How we measure the law, unge put to her under checkmate. Measure the law, unge na control her. Had you any put na the British no na the unchangeable put the top 40 world powers, or because of their chemical weapon, or because of their intelligence. Had they are wise and the wisdom, we now control the world. If you are Nigeria today, British put to Nigeria and a state handle today. British America, England here. According to theory, Nigeria have gotten their independence since 1960 and become a republic 1963. But because of wisdom and intelligence of British, they put Nigeria under their foot. Up to today, Nigeria is under British, being controlled by the British, because now British the knowledge when I control her. If na Buhari is a president, Buhari is the power. The only power when it comes to Igbo na Hausa Yoruba, Buhari has the power to treat the Igbos anyhow. And he has 100% power to marginalize or trash any Igbo man, because Igbo is the most confused tribe in Nigeria. Up to today, Igbo remain the only tribe in Nigeria that don't have a mission nor vision. Igbo remain the only people Namabehiye Hacho. Igbo remain the only people who claim to be intelligent, claim to be everything, yet uneducated Fulani, according to how they call it, is controlling them, checkmating them. putting them under command, because ndị Igbo amalife wu power nke ha ji ama knowledge. Ihe ndị Igbo mmadụ bụ Obi Kubana pụta fe ego tigi na oji ego. Ayi ife onye akpa na ego tu ekele onye ji nkirika ego ahụ onye ahụ ji bụ just a peanut to ego ndị Fulani ji. All with wisdom and knowledge ka Imo State nji nwoyi, mana ndị Imo anaghị anata ihe dị elisa salary for ndị nwere oyi, because he nwere the knowledge, he jiro the power, ha mali ebe wealth. For that wealth to come, he get this knowledge, because knowledge and power work together. Once madu nwete knowledge, nwe power, onye ahụ ga stripe all your wealth. Man, you wealth without power, you cannot strike the person anything. The person gauge power, where make him no chori megi. When they could power mean Romina Kata, if one of one jebule go potonal as no ego cojinalia, that is not power. Yeah, have low power. Recently, we heard that the first class monarch of Cross River, I think, the Obong of Calabar, have been dethroned by the Supreme Court. Do you know why? Because there is no knowledge there. Can they dethrone here? These are the activities of Fulanis. Fulani have installed the Emir of Calabar, and that Emir of Calabar have taken over, because the Calabars are busy fighting Ndibo, trying to fight that they are not Biafra, trying to disassociate themselves from their brother. Hemwelo the wisdom. When you don't have the wisdom, you will not choose you will choose the wrong fight. Why the enemies will penetrate you? Till today, Keife Ndibo standing here for Nigeria. Ijuani Igbo Tata, it's in Asi. I will love somebody that open those street talk with the question and the answer na Igbo. If one Igbo is bodimpa, nkejele esiba akwụkwọ, join. What do you want? Igbo presidency or Biafra? Okay, choose Hanabo, because all the confused. Other Shigi, Ndi Igbo have suffered for many years. Let's vote Peter Obi. If you get there, we can be fighting for Biafra. Ogo Shigi normally yocho. Ogo Shigi that he don't know what he or she wants. Emali feature, you go for it. Abu na Igbo presidency. We should go for Igbo presidency. Abu Ligazia Igbo presidency that Epotazitiwe Biafra. And now how water comment people. Okay, Mopo, you can be specific when you are cursing so that I will know if you can remain in this platform, or I will send you to your grandfather to go and debating with him, because like I said today, okay, what? Abialam here basaga, so be specific. Onye na agwa afa ka mmale benge tinye gi, because all the comments with this app amahum me na reply emado, or you are commenting on your own, because all the whole comments na there just ba afa ka mmale benga nge position oge. Anya biara here bia koba aka ashiri, or bia nyewe gi 49 days countdown. Mecha bia shigi na anya da countdown for Biafra restoration. So what is the need? The reason you do the countdown. Or now your countdown ablo for Biafra restoration. Kinye people of Biafra. Now changes here. Or also Sunday we kidney get such people. Also Sonyala. Ina katana shigi from 90, 150 days, start to the count. Biafra, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. I will give you Biafra. Then the video count to Balogan, count to Gide. In Oluneti, Biafra has come. You are 41 for 130, put 30 for the 130 to enter Biafra, to restore Biafra. Or for the 100, put 30. I count to Gide Logia. or for those here 49 or 53, a potashi that you Nikulo no whatever Biafra. Now after the 150 days, Biafra, then he could have the reason you able to count down for the first place. Yeah, Obu no Mwala ga do that is Kakama, but how much imagine because Nubulu Ganolia. Yeah, but the reason you are saying that na Ndi Igbo Igbo wise. Ndi Igbo wise. Because all now the wise, how can you have account to the down? In account to the down after the counting down, then it be those here for Biafra struggle. It be those Biafra struggle. Can account here? It can't give you all goes here. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Only when knowledge, you will have the power, because when the knowledge, it will enable you to reason and calculate. It will enable you to every given time, the kind of actions when you are dealing with your enemies. That is the reason in Nigeria, today, am I good? Bye. I catch you this time before my sister. Now, knowledge is power. Knowledge. Knowledge, you can power. They will be using you. No, the whole world today. If not UK, his solo now the strongest people this thing. His solo now the strongest people who carry the missiles and all those things. Manhattan are the most dangerous country I told you. Even America, I'ma behave anyhow, never British, you know. How behave anyhow? With the knowledge and the wisdom of British, he raised you another person. That is the reason, because of knowledge. Today, the president of Nigeria today is Katrina Liang, also known as Catherine Latrine Lang or whatever. Because how man Africa enwelo knowledge, Africa lack knowledge, Africa lack wisdom, Africa lack intelligence. What Africa has is a gift, those that come direct from God, but those that you can acquire by yourself, Africa. And that is the reason Africa cannot have power. Africa cannot test power. How can you test power when you don't have knowledge? And the word tells that knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. How can you test power without knowledge? And you see the people where the power, where the knowledge, they are controlling power and they are controlling wealth. In international airport, in France, if any kita kedi gada, either you land no bodonda his na hengwelo knowledge, or idana kendo feman in airport. Ebige bifenye from Germany, Dana ban, or not yet. In where seaport. In Wello seaport. Since in Wello seaport, because in Wello the knowledge, because in Wello the intelligent, because in Wello the power. Mana ndị ahụ isi na ha amala ife nwee seaport, nwee dry seaport, nwee international airport, nwee everything na-enwe nwee ya na-akpọ artificial irrigation, which means whether dry or rainy season, the north na-akọ nri na-eri nri. Ha nwere ife niile. Ịbịa n'ala Igbo, 90% of ndị Igbo anọ na nkịta jụọ ha gịnị bụ irrigation. Many of them amaghị ihe bụ irrigation. Even ịdọnye ha the irrigation si ha gịnị ka na-akpa ya, ọ ga na-ene gị mo because ọ maghị ya. And ihe niile ajụ na north. That irrigation bụ ihe nyelu Muammar Gaddafi aka, may your soul rest in peace. O ji ebi udo Libya, turn ya from desert to where it is today. Peter Chibo, like you said here, Mazi, I love Biafra struggle, but why are your people, IPOB, are not united, especially Iken Guruagu and others? Well, like what you wrote here, I am not Iken Guruagu, and I don't know if Iken Guruagu is disunited with any person. I don't know. But for me, IPOB is united. And the topic I am treating here, the reason the disunity, you cannot say IPOB is not united. Say Ndigo are not united because IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is united. That is why they took oath. That is why they are following command and control. Once you are not under command and control, you will be out. That means you are not. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the sense of belonging. Why people like you? Why are you not united with IPOB? Because Igbo don't have the knowledge. The only people that has knowledge now, I am not saying all of them. The only way you can find the knowledge now is in IPOB. Go and check it. Any governor or any politician that is speak with knowledge, the Nigerian government will be an IPOB member, or they will say this person is now supporting IPOB, and they will not check if this person is an IPOB or he or she supporting IPOB. Manahagashigi, automatically the person is an IPOB because the person has speak through knowledge. Because IPOB na-ekwu with knowledge. IPOB anaghị ekwu maka na ndị ọzọ na-ekwu. Now, ịghọtara? And the reason ndị Igbo ji ya dị united because na ha nwelo knowledge, ha nwelo the power. The people who have knowledge, which is the Fulanis and the Yorubas, with their knowledge scattered ndị Igbo because ndị Igbo have not understand the game a na-agba there. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo marụ the game, nwee the knowledge, they will come together to make a simple demand. You as an Igbo now, what is your demand? What are you looking for? Are you looking for freedom or presidency? Nke na-achọ, ị ga-choose ofu. Mgbe a malụzie ma bụ mmadụ or not. Because Igbo presidents now bụ just for 80 years ma ọ bụ dịka ka Chineke ọ bụ na asim Chineke ọ bụ na Catherine Lang pụta na say okay, I want to play along. Let us kill this Biafra station once and for all. Let us silence it final. Then Peter Chibo, I will love if you can click the link and come and discuss this your stupid question. The question is, who is the idiot you are talking? And what is the purpose of declaring the sit at home? Can the reason Ojuetinye the sit at home? Can you answer me? So if you can tell me the reason Ojuetinye the sit at home and the result of the sit at home and on which person's name Ojuetinye the sit at home and who make him the leader, then I can be able to address you. I need an answer. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB and he has a structure which is the DOS. And the DOS, the leader of a DOS is Mazi Chike Doziem. And the IPOB, any the IPOB want to do anything, they have a publicity secretary, which is a more powerful. So tell me, who give him the authority? Now, if you, that is why people like you are the reason I say Igbos don't have sense. And they are the category that don't have that sense. Sorry to use this word. I am not abusing you. So don't see this as an abuse. But I am telling you the truth that people like you lack wisdom and the brain. People like you are not thinking from this their head. They are thinking from their anus. Because who is an IPOB and who is the leader of IPOB? Who are the leaderships? These are the questions. Now, the sit at home. 150 days counting. Now, I put for Biafra restoration, no black account to China Biafra. It took years, the reason no that 150 days counting. On bibidolu, ejubese, amalu ni nwego wisdom, ni nwego uche, ni jubese. Mana duto na ine echiche, bido ni ike gi. Ichewebe echiche bido nu ogugu isi Chineke nye gi. Ichewebe echiche bido na yo akonu uche. Ika na echiche bido na ochi gi. And onye ọbụla na-eche echiche bido na ochi ya, na edi na-ekwu okwu ka gi, wee na-ezuzu ka ndị ala. Okay, water. So that is why ikwesi inolanu icheni echiche ime ikra ya yo Chineke sia Chineke nna olisa kelu ụwa nna biko nyam mmụọ ngeji wee na-eche echiche ekwene ka ndị ọzọ na-eche elu m echiche maka na ndị ọzọ chebelu gị echiche automatically obulu ga-emebie obulu ga-ayasa obulu ga-adị dormant obulu ga-adị formatted obulu ga-adị damage obulu ga-turn uzie to it is obulu less. That is why Igejina Ayo Chineke, don't allow people to reason for me. Allow me to reason. Because when you start reasoning, you will be able to think and you will be able to come out with something meaningful. You will not be asking a very useless and shameful questions. Okay, what? Ona nnọkịta na Boko Haram enyem sit at home for Biafra using IPOB. Then IPOB can't and see that we are not united. Is Boko Haram a member of IPOB? If you sit at home, as your own. Now, Mado Potashigi, I am Biafran spokesperson, which is PRO. Which people sat down and choose you as the spokesperson? And where did they sit down and make you that spokesperson? And when you are picking people, as saying Biafran people have elected Biafran government in exile, are you not a Biafran? Are you aware of that election? Did you participate? In all there. So somebody is using your name to do something. Automatically, it is called impersonation. It's a scam, a criminal activities. And because now it's well endowed with wisdom and brain, you now become a very useless and hopeless sheep. Because it's only an atros can be proud of autopilot. Sorry to use that to address that criminal gangs, because I have decided that I don't have nothing to do with them. We have buried them. That one is and I have forgotten about them. I have moved on with Biafra restoration because the enemies, after I sat down for over a week to calculate the activities that is going on and the plans of the enemies, what I found out is that this inconsequential imbecile wanted all of us to stop preaching about Biafra restoration. Rather, we will start preaching about them. In other words, if we start preaching about them, we will forget and lose the knowledge about Biafra restoration. And it is called distractions. When they distract you, you will now leave what you're supposed to be planning. The time you're supposed to be mapping out your plan, be arranging your plan, calculating the enemies, and making other things. Victor Marcos, you are here by block. We are not here for bingos. We are here for intelligent and those who are willing to learn from our knowledge, because we are well endowed with knowledge and wisdom. That is why we are called IPOB. And whenever we speak, we go a long way. Knowledge, power, and wealth. Ndị Igbo is suffering today because they lack knowledge. Because once they lack this knowledge, they lose power. Ndị Igbo, the problem of Ndị Igbo today lies in the hands of Ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo cannot move forward. Now, if you check the current situation of our Igbo today, you know that if Ndị Igbo has the wisdom, what Ndị Igbo should have done is to come together on a round table and make a one decision on what they want, and all the leadership will pursue and chase what they want for the betterment of every Igbo child. But they are not doing that. And the youth of Igbos have chosen not to rise up. The youth of Igbos today, they worship. That is why when I see people like a JPAC worshiping all these evil native doctors, I will say because he is getting peanut. If he is not getting money, that is why I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless Mmiri Kalao for his wonderful work he is doing. He is doing a great job, and his preaching is going a long way. Not other useless DBS. Golokite, tilokite, gawadi, tilokite, gawebeni, imali for lunye. Now, Icheke knowledge and power. Even in Nigeria today, the Yorubas has the knowledge. That was the reason I wanted more power. And that was the reason, even in Yoruba land today, Lagos Seaport is one of the largest seaports and one of the most busiest seaports in West Africa. Lagos Seaport, they has it. They have a international airport, which is also another most busiest airport in the whole West Africa. Yorubas have produced and built Yoruba nation in a way that even if you divide Nigeria today, Yorubas can never lack, because they were able to use their knowledge and power to attract international development. There is no country, part of this world, that has a connection with Nigeria that don't have a branch in Yoruba land. If your embassy is not in Yoruba land, you must have something in Yoruba land. There must be a federal government project in Yoruba land. Look at the Amatokun. Amatokun is being sponsored, and everything about Amatokun are being sponsored by the federal money and the state money, the Nigerian money. The money me and you, the tax we are paying, is being used to buy the ammunitions. And do you know today, with the Amatokun, you can now equip as many weapons, as many ammunition you want to keep with the name Amatokun, because that is a well-recognized vigilante group for Yoruba people, not for Nigeria, and is being approved by the state government, who is serving under the Federal Republic of the Zoo called Nigeria. And that have given them the open right to acquire and license any kind of ammunition they want with the name Amatokun, because the government back it up That is wisdom. They have gotten the power to protect their land. And when they are building these things, it is called using and the discharging of your wisdom and power. That was the reason. In the north, they have what is called ISBAB, the Islamic police. This Islamic police and this ISBAB is well recognized by the federal government, and it is approved by the state government, and they are carrying guns. Because of them, the North can use them to buy any amount of ammunition with the Nigerian money, the tax me and you is paying. In case of necessity, if anything happen tomorrow, they will now use those things they buy for them. They are installing them and putting it in the North. They will use it to face the challenges in case of necessity. Come to the South. The South has the militant, which has the backup of Nwike and the other southern governors, and they have equipped them. Recently, we had that what Tompolo did. Tompolo was given a contract to guide a pipeline. In other words, Nigeria government have recognized Tompolo men, and the South can use Tompolo and the people like Eteketom and Asare Tukumbo, which we know as militant. They can use it now to buy all kind of ammunition, and nobody will question them, because they are telling you, we are guiding the pipeline, we are doing this. They are, all the money they are using is my tax and your tax. And if anything happens tomorrow, they will use those things to defend their land in case of necessity. Now come to Ali Igbo. When I tell you that Igbos are the most confused and the people that lack knowledge and they are afraid of power. What is the security outfit of Ndi Igbo that has a backup or government approval in Igbo today? There is none. There is no one. Now, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, that was formed out of necessity by Mazi Nnamdi Okukanu, the Yorubas and the Fulanis understand the game they are playing. The Yorubas know that if the Eastern governors back up this Eastern Security Network, automatically they will use state fund, which is our tax, to form it. And that will make it, Nigerian army will not attack them. And they will use the opportunity to equip our vibrant young men and women who have volunteered themselves to protect our land. The Fulanis, out of their knowledge and wisdom, then instructed the Eastern governors never to allow such to happen. Never you. Something in your name, this Eastern Security Network is an opportunity for Eastern people to have their own security, and they arm themselves and they have something to defend their land in case of necessity. They now use their brain, their knowledge, and their power. Destabilize that. Today, what did the devil man formed? Ebubagu. What are the activities of Ebubagu? Killing the Biafrans and the Igbos. We saw what happened to Ikenga Imo, Ugochinyere. The Ebubagu that was formed to protect lives and property, Hope Uzodimma, used them to destroy billions of properties of Ugochinyere, Ikenga Imo. And any person who rise up to say anything, he will use the Ebubagu to kill the person. That is to tell you that Ndi Igbo don't have even anything to protect themselves from ordinary criminal, not to talk of when the enemy rise against them. What's now? Now, do you see that automatically Igbos lack the knowledge and they cannot smell power? For you to have the knowledge, if you have knowledge, automatically you will grab the power. You don't beg for power, you grab it, you take power. And when you take power, it requires extraordinary knowledge to maintain the power. That is why Jonathan was unable to retain his own power. Power was given to Jonathan on a platter of gold, but because Jonathan lacked what is called knowledge and wisdom, you cannot handle power when you don't have the knowledge and the wisdom. And the power was taken away by those who have the knowledge and the wisdom. And Jonathan was dribbled. When I say don't see me, maybe I am a proudly Igbo man, but I am ashamed to present myself as an Igbo man. Now, Atiku Abubakar na-apụta for presidency. The Federal Republic of Zoo, Atiku Cholebu, the president. Eman Atiku nwe men, Nnianazu. Fulani henchmen are well recognized terrorists, and they are well dangerous and well equipped with different kind of ammunition. And those equipment, many of you gonna ask, how do they get the money to have this equipment? If they phone a hand, well, if I know about his Bible, and the federal government and the state government is funding it, and they can buy any ammunition with these people's name and give it to their brothers and sisters who are called the Fulanis. If Atiku want to threaten any government today to grab that power, he will use Fulanis. Yes, because he's a Fulani man. If he want to make Nigeria on fire, he will use Fulanis because he have contributed immensely in equipping them. Now, Atiku has the backup of the Fulanis, and that Fulanis, he can use it to make sure that any government will receive the heat from him. That is from the north. Come to the west, the Yorubas. Tinubu have the Amatokun, and he can equip them. He can buy anything with the name of Amatokun. And if he want to make you he want to turn you upside down, he will use his people from Yoruba to do it. We can come to the Wike today. We can buy him on Aba. All my men were militant. Militant is behind Wike and other South region, and they are well equipped. Onwe kife jueda. Onwe kife jueda. And when they got pota, we can get women got potalia. Now come to the Igbo. Ndi Igbo di Nzuzu. Igbo di Ezigbo Nzuzu. When they the Igbo politicians are useless without me and you. So Igbo politicians are what they are today because we that are not the politicians are building them. As you get in, make your stand between Igbo presidency and your freedom. You means you are the support. So don't say I should say Igbo politicians. The Igbo politicians are more sensible than those that are voting them. And that is why you cannot say Igbo politicians, say Igbos, because Igbo politicians are even more wise than you. Because if this thing that is happening in Ali Igbo happen in any Western world, they will not just be waiting for politicians to rise. The citizens will rise up. Enough is enough. Since you people have failed us, we will take our destiny in our hands. Then the people will rise up. Now you are telling me, so I should be telling you Hope Uzodinma. When Hope Uzodinma enter here, how many times have Imo youth, women, men and women, and the girls and boys, children, all of them. Have you people come out to shut down Imo State for 1 week? A solution to what is happening in Imo State is you can solve it for ordinary 1 week. Only 1 week you will solve it. But you cannot pay this. You can't pay the price. You cannot do the sacrifice. And you want me to be carrying, Uzodimma is killing us. Uzodimma Chineke Bagaku. Uzodimma. Are you mad? Ibonyala. You have the power. That is the knowledge. Use your knowledge and grab the power from him. Shut down Imo State. I should only shut down Orlo. Shut down the entire Imo. And tell me, and make your mind very clear, Hope Uzodimma should step down. Tell Hope Uzodimma to step down. And when that thing is going on, believe you me, Hope Uzodimma will hire some hungry tout to come and counter your own match. Those people they will hire, bring them down. You are the majority. Take them out. If the more he hire, let it turn to revolution. Once it turns to revolution, at the end of the day, you will start living like London. You will start living like China. You will start living like USA. You will start living like Canada. No revolution, no peace for all of you. Some of you will say, "Ma, as he come back home, one nine manya no more for ma italo can no. Eba no kita. If any no okay. The other day, I'm an accident. Insurance na law. I need to get there, follow the due process. If he's selling your motor, you're going to get another motor. That is a country that has a system. You join with Nigeria here in insurance, in accident, and we're not there for you. You are the person to stop the calamity that is befallen you. It's only one Nandi will be nyoto. It's only one Nandi will be nyoto. She Hope Uzodimma and the other useless governors in the East. That enough is enough. That Fulani ahunu na agbala odibo. Ndi Fulani ahunu na ejelozi na kulunufa. This is our land. This is my fatherland. You cannot treat me anyhow in my fatherland. Enough is enough. Or Hope Uzodimma kunu gabalo so konyo agabalu no so. Onyo agabalu no so. How many army ko gakpota? How many police ko gakpota kwan? Igbagbu ofu onye jide ha yiwolu. Onye obuna agbagbu iwolu onye a we mezu ahia. And well, nobody has the monopoly of violence. But the kingdom of God suffereth violence. Only the violence take it by force. Ndimo state, Imo youth anwu abeho. Another man for Imo na ndi ma nwago because obu na ala Igbo na-enwe oku na enwe ndi na-anwu na ala Igbo because I am not sure there is a crisis in ala Igbo. Obu na unu make the sure na enwe crisis. The youth need to rise up. Obu na ndi youth una adago ngulo. The protests are blossoms of the youth. Mandinne, mandinna, mumuaka, mando kenye. Onye obuna ga-akwụnye ọtọ n'ilo. Enwere ife a na-asị gị, wee calculated a revolution. Ha yes ụmụ nwaanyị na-eshi nri na-ebute unu die. Ebe ọ bụ onye ọbụla asị nri ebute nri, enye ebe ọbụla afụ nri erie nri, mana ị ga-ekwechiri. Forget gode gị na-achụ. Ị ga-ekwechiri, nwanne kwechiri. Kwechiri. You want the answer. Abu ni melo sacrifice. Ni de nweta ife ịchọ. Ikwechiri onye ni obi osaba nwa dike. Ada aza dike n'ọnụ nkịtị. Ede etite dike na mkpu, ede emete dike na akpụ obi. Onye ni obi ikwechiri, I cross all your mind. Me ikwechiri. Ikwechiri. Inosiri ike. At the end, inweta ya a na-akpọ legend, hero. Living one for that matters. Kangwagia today. Unu netipu maka Biafra agitation. The only prayer ndi Igbo kwesịrị ekpere ndị Igbo taata ga na-ekpe bụ ndị Yoruba emeketene choose their own freedom ka IPOB. I will bido, how we bido, put a fully, Keke Nigeria before Yoruba bido their own agitation. Berendi Boninebu, Shikewe Nigeria before Yoruba rise their up. Because Nandi Yoruba make it rise their up. And we okonye Yoruba guys suffer their own rising up. Ndi guys suffer about Alibo. Okunu fulene be meche market, emeche Alibo. Ndi Igbo be ene face the casualties. Emeche Lagos. Ndi Igbo ge face the consequences, the casualty too. Ijugo onwegi. This crisis no na Igbo. Obido na ala Yoruba, kendi ga sofia. Nda ga agba property ha oku bukwa ndi Igbo. Ndi ga lose millions and millions bukwa ndi Igbo. So that is why nja yon ndi Igbo. Obu no ge kunu, unu ebido no ge rise up for Biafra restoration. And when the mmadụ dị ndụ nge emekete n'ụwa ọkụchi Biafra restoration. The more you are trying to stop Biafra restoration, the more calamities befall on you. The more you try to stop Biafra not to come, the more problems upon problems. The more in a start, in a stock at Biafra idea, the more alibo ngana da chiazu. And when a revolution na Yoruba land, Igbos will lose. And when na Igbo land, Igbos will lose. In when na not, the Igbos will lose. All over the Nigeria, Igbos will lose because they don't have the knowledge. They don't have sense. If they have the knowledge, they could have remembered that Nandi Igbo na-ekwu okwu sigi na akulu uno. That is why you are saying that Yorubas are very intelligent and they have the knowledge. They are not like Igbos. The Yoruba are very smart. Let me tell you, in that Nigeria, in that contraption you are seeing, the most intelligent and the smart people are the North, the Fulani and the Hausa. The second class of intelligent and the smart people are the Yorubas. The third smart and intelligent people again, and the people that has knowledge are the Ishekiri and the Ijo. Then the most confused and the useless ones who don't know what they want in life are the Igbos. I'm an Igbo man, but I must tell you the truth. I'm an Igbo man. That is why till today you don't see any reasonable man talking in Igbo land. I'm not a fan of what I am saying is very painful, but that is the truth. How many Yoruba people invest in Alibo? How many Yoruba? Otedola is one of the richest man in Nigeria. Where how many of his investments are in Alibo? But almost all his product is being sold in Alibo. There is something called transportation of goods. If that today, Dangote is the richest man, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. How many of his investments are in Alibo? All his investments are in the North. Otedola and the rest of Yoruba's investments are in the Yoruba land. Now, where are the investments of Ndibo? He's in the North and the Yoruba. And the Fulani will bring cow to your land. You will be shouting. Do you develop it and they bring the cow? You develop your fatherland and they bring cow to come and stay in your bush. Since you left your land and they went to develop a swamp in the north and the west, what the people you go there to their place and turn it to city will bring to you is the bush meat, which is cow, heavy. Who will you now call? Who will you run to? Onye julu onwe ya na amajikwa nna mmadụ ji na ndị Igbo ji onwe fa na knowledge, power and wealth. No matter how wealthy you are, a riffraff with knowledge and make mistake, grab or power, he will stripe you every wealth he went. They will take your wealth away from you. no matter how once madam this knowledge we the power or napugi all your wealth. And that is the reason ndị Igbo ji ebezi anyam at this point. The reason Igbos are crying because the North and the West are now showing them how power and knowledge work. When you have the wealth, you fail to apply knowledge. You're not invested outside your land, knowing fully well that the place you are investing is not your land. And after you invested outside, the question to who closed Calabar Seaport? Do you think that Obulu Nandugu has the knowledge how to produce Ogbunigwe and the other AK-47 and the rest? Or did you can do after that civil war? Kakushi Luana Beha Haga continue produce because Hamana Iyahu cause that war can cause that war again. Nanyan logo tata Obune wetelo and a solution to Yahoji Nogu. Nakayanu Yali Ogwahu Niru. And only G 1 year tata. Only catching in and we to put Obia for revenge. Akayano job. Oh, ha no, I can be bolaki. Nibo laki the knowledge which is power. Niba malifebu power. Once you have knowledge and the power, every other thing will follow. Because of knowledge and power, the president of North Korea na anyunyima milienu because of G power. Oh, when go power. Because of knowledge and power, Trump and Galavanti Nebuga onye obuna bonyi Europe nyele sanction ojide gas onya pinyotu obele iwolu their currency they go wezi na black market only leshibu get $1 before leshiwe get $10. Then lose $5 ni mega hinyere o were yakwu ụgwọ sanction ahụ hinyere ọ bụrụ na isi mkpi atọ na akpa mkpi. That is why in Africa they feel any sanction or they feel it because ozuko onwe the knowledge man obuna Trump obuna Putin the president of Russia obuna Putin enwelo knowledge obuna Russian leaders enwelo knowledge to invest in the missiles and all these chemical weapons. Obuna enwelo the knowledge to build and have the power. Believe you me, the Western world gejimaka Ukraine plus Russia, that's a pure Russia woto. Jaha front and back, Baha, that is a Baha Mehi Saddam Hussein. How many of you remember Saddam Hussein? Saddam Hussein, to the extent that Nahamed Cheshigi that he committed a genocide and he was killed just like that, and he committed no crime. The reason you see Putin today is because Putin understands what knowledge and power is, and he knows that knowledge and power controls and command wealth and respect. Nibo has no power and has no respect, and they become slaves because they lack knowledge and power. If only Igbo today, a new obele just a chicken change from how you well or Febe Gosigi Makudiega Mapandanyibu. The lion is here. If we as a lion, you see, just imagine. Ate Zenupo, Gana Zakwa lions na libo. Ne lenda na po lions na libo. You take is a kid, Joy Bokweha. Down the lions na libo. Obikubanaha, the lions. How much is your wealth? What is power? Your money and power. Do you know that if they not want to be Kubana, you only that and I'll be Kubana guy only? Are you aware of that? Do you know that if they not want to be Kubana to go down, do you know that they can do it within 24 hours? They will ban a lot of his activities. Tinye high tax. Kebo got report. Higher sojourner Supreme Court. A rule against Nyawa Nataba. Otibe umewum. Akupia no ozugbo. That is the power. onwero mgbọrọgwụ ọgbanyelo ndị Igbo agbanyelo mgbọrọgwụ ị na-eme importation of wine and all those things onyanwụ bụ power abandon the wine kuchikolu gị onwe ka na-anụ maka ibeto. How many of you remember Ogbuawa? Ọ mmadụ kwụpụ ha n'ọkụ. What of Eke si na Eke Nwofia? What of Ekene Dilichukwu investment? Aka na-anụ maka ndị a akụpụ gị n'ọkụ ịnalie. Because in the power, in where power, in ife power. In manifest power, in manifest knowledge, you invest your knowledge. And now, Fianya. On your bonifu today, asking any respect, na ligo, ndugu choy kupiano. And because of that, yeah, will foreign countries, na you example. No matter the power, the advantages, and the positivities of power. Putin, who is the president of Russia, this criminal, Anaboigo prophet, Nazo Kuti, Imanoshi, no Kuti, Fela Kuti. Hey, Alu Melundi, if maybe in Putin Anya today. On how to the rush the world power ojo. On how to Joe Biden ojo. Ogwagina ime anyeme. Oh, Kuti na. Kuti should come on WhatsApp. Because nye G number president of Russia Kuti. Gwanya nya bomb na phone. O kwesịrị bomb na phone. We move. Hey. Chai in this COG. And we're a country in Africa. All brain with knowledge, but not today. Only Igbo intelligence, ndugu akponya shanya bia, obia, enye one contract. Shana no we kill this month, no well they got JS. And we get this contract now, but 1 million. Enye shanya obugo nelo that one they mean anything, just chop with the money, call how you read the money, he record all again. I got for another contract, and yet another contract 2 million. Should if you like, give me now the game or on the game. Now this is what we have been doing. Chop the money. You read that one, and when if I get make hammer anything, he record all again. Higher okay again. Yes, a very huge amount to get a biliche or badogi here. He reaches here and has seen nothing will happen. After he reaches that very one, Amagol Nambob Nanapoga, Ethiopia, Woto. That is it is useless. Once he reaches that bribe, Mbaz had goes the reason that contract. But now, if you know that you want to continue to maintain your status quo, to maintain your level, you must do our wish. Every utterance in 2019, that now Buhari, once Buhari chichakwala, non yoga hand over to Onibo. That is the script, only Chigonu. On well also say, oh, how would I okay, because oh, legal the money. No clue that in Anapia Yaho, put about Tezenupo, or Boluzia at Tezenumpi. Or Bolozia Atoezenampi. Oh, let you go now. Hakuchi Asha, or Yadija answer. Or now, so, or look at this year. Asaya Jesina article. On what say, because about Kojeli, on Neri we go. Come on, Neri Gakusi, can you ever highly in a church or if I tell an opponent. And then I hope was a demand or fee fair, the same thing to devil mahi. Makageni, they have no knowledge. Power. They don't know that knowledge commands power. And when you have the power, you command respect. And when you command respect, you have integrity. When you have integrity, you need to maintain your dignity. They don't know. Hamalia. And they set her up, one after the other. They set her up. Efuzionya ho neko ka abacha banye na mmiri. Neko. Oba. Oh, the very hard. If you na the same thing I know. If you want IPOB now, this Biafra movement I know. And when some people lack the knowledge, rapu go do nke power. He will ordinary common sense. I should know the common. He will yeah. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and he has been the leader for more than 12 years, if I am not mistaken, or let me say for more than 10 years. And he has a structure, he has leadership, he has been working with. And all of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Before he's kidnapped, he told you, in my absence, every of your grievances, if you cannot resolve it, keep it until I come. Then tender it to me, and I will solve it. In my absence or my presence, what Chike Edoziem says goes. He said, take order from Chike Edoziem. Go and listen to some broadcasters, some YouTubers, which he mentioned the names of the YouTubers and some IPOB broadcasters. Person like some of the IPOB media warriors, people like Prince Darlington was mentioned. People like what is he called? People like Omote Biafra was also mentioned. People like Lizzie Chimamanda, as of that time, she was still broadcasting. She was mentioned, and so many of them. And also, people like Mayegu General was also mentioned. There is one of the YouTubers that also was mentioned. People like Owasofa and Gumi of Idu. These are YouTubers that was mentioned. And all of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Where is your brain now? Where is your knowledge? You now start taking order from where they say listen and share their video. And you live where they say take order. You now start to take order where they say go and listen. That is the height of insult and the disrespect to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, somebody said, like the Peter Chibo asked, he said, why are you people not united? We are not united because you cannot mix oil with water. There is no way you can mix oil with water. And one keep brain power last year. Now, you check here, this is confusion. Your brain and a function, Mother Potasigi, Nelly sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He quoted Onyologi facts and evidence. Julius said, when did you discover that Nelly sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And why did you start working with Nelly for the first place? And why was the leadership dismiss and expel Nelly? These are the questions if you have brain. Consider praise, you are hereby blocked. Now, open it to that question. Felix Onyeisi was sacked by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same person, Gwagi, he is working with Felix Onyeisi. A build the Biafra government in SI. Emalo the leader. Emalo, who is the prime minister. You know nothing about the Biafra government in SI. Are you not foolish? In our address, does your leader recognize that a useless thing? Now, they will look the name of the organization. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need a spokesperson? Or did he, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enwelu a spokesperson. The spokesperson and the publicity secretary of IPOB is only one person, and that person is just a more powerful, who is making press release for IPOB. Somebody aputa shigi, oh, obulozi kwaneli le Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No buzi Prince Emmanuel Kanu and the Kanonta. Oh, another person. Before you know it, Oshigi no Chike Dosiem. Before you know it, Oshigi no Chinasa Nworu. Before you know it, Oshigi knows the whole member of DOS without any fathom figure. Now, before you know it again, Oshigi again now, Igbo politician. Sense. Do you have knowledge? You will ask question. Now, a new assignment, you know that I will give you Biafra in 150 days. Or you start counting. Igugide, go 10, go 20, the reason you go. Here you and go look up asking that day, you know that they can declare Biafra. That day key and freedom, that day key and well already. Igugide go all the 100. Gugide go 107. Apotashigi. Oh, we are not counting to restore Biafra. What are you? Why did you start counting? For what? In account for what? Why did you start counting? Can you hear the reason? Because on no login is or that function. There is no brain. You are thinking from Ike. In the HH, sit in Ike. HH, Bidonisi, a man named Lugo Gibazuahia. A man named Jigo Brain, you give a fund. Oh, we call now, even self, na brain gives an undate you back to Ukraine bed with Ikunelli. Oh, we call on a brain gives an ending car. My brother, you can lead the horse to the river. Is your cook up? In a address, Makani well, only my brain address. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. That is why up to today, and when any person that says this is the prime minister of Biafra government in exile, this is this and that, you cannot tell because Hasigi, oh, Chinasa Nworu. Chinasa Nworu is hiding. Show yourself. Manogwabehunu, who is the faces of the Biafra government in exile. None of you ask to know who they are and their faces. It's all a sekemalo. Efolia. Ino katibulu plank na anya na asimadu na pin na ife di anime anya. Mary nna anya ha ebe abụla ebe na-eme hookup. Ịchọ ime hookup, download app eji eme hookup. Enwe app ndị na kpọọ ndị ashawo na-eme hookup na Nigeria. Ha ga direct gebe the app. Ebe a platform for Biafra movement, for Biafra restoration. And as you can see, I am one of the most strongest IPOB media. I dey eme hookup here. Ebe a bụ ebe ga na-anụ data eziokwu ga na-ewe gị iwe. Emechezi ị na-abati ọtọba gị ụtọ. And for that, you are hereby blocked. Anahama ịchọ ime hookup ga ebe na-eme hookup. Ọkụwata. Ka dịsi nwa. You are here by block. I anaghị eme hookup here. Ịchọ ime hookup ka ngwụsịsịalụ gị mana everything na-eme. Ịchọ ime hookup gaa na enter Biafra channel 1 na-eme hookup there. Or ị gaa na Biafra Unite ebe na-eme hookup. Or ị gaa meet Sister Chiamaka nke bụ ọgbụla at least ọlagodo gị without condom ma atụnwu gị maka na Chineke piri okiri bi site n'afọ nne. Ọma atụnwu gị ime so ị nwere ike nke a sef ọ bụ ife na-ada alụ ọlụ ọ da alụ ọlụ so gaa there gaa mee ife. So Though there are some people who don't have the same thing, knowledge and power. Knowledge and wisdom in ezuzu. That is why Madu Jebona Katoshigi. Kill your brother. Go one leg okay. Go one nagi. New other sit at home so that you will kill them. Without asking for what reason. Without asking, why will I be fighting my brother? Why will I a struggle? Why a struggle that has a direction? All of a sudden, somebody apota Koyeribe. Nigeria is a stagnant because they have people like Simon Ekpa as their leader. Nigeria is moving backward because 90% of Nigeria are thinking like autopilot. Nigeria Africa can never move forward because we still have all this autopilot as the leader of Africa who don't have sense, who cannot apply brain in their own capacity. People who are there and they cannot reason, other people are reasoning for them. Other people, you have brain, but you cannot think. You make use of your issue. You might put them something. You cannot offer something. You might weapon. All mad pota, you not make anything. If you don't wedding, the whole world, the whole world in Africa, they take their natural resources without gun and bullets, without Ibebe. Yet, you as an Ishikiri man, they will take you as an Ishikiri man. You will go inside your bush, and your natural resources that God bless you with, you will suffer to dig it, you will suffer to bring it, and you hand it over to the foreigners free of charge, and they will flog you, and they will say you a bomb bastard, and they will trash you. You will come and be smiling. You just take a chef with a white man. He say a picture, a post where he starts gallivanting. I snap picture with a white man. He shake me. But do you know that you are the most foolish imbecile? Because in knowledge and power, to know that resources you have, you don't need to go and buy other things. You will build everything you need to build with your talent. Uganda today, this iPhone, this Android phone you are using today, do you know that the materials that they are used to produce all those things are 90% come from Uganda? And the Uganda cannot even boast of ordinary anything at all because they don't have the knowledge and the power. When we talk about knowledge and power, it's not about politics. It's not about being the president or governor. That is not the kind of power I am talking. When we are talking about the power we are talking, it's not all about becoming Eze in your village. The power we are talking is commanding. In a root, in a kwoku, Amalu, yes, you have what it takes. What do you have? When you talk about power, what is power? When I say it's not all about becoming the Nigerian president, Jonathan was the president. Does that make him to control the power? The Fulani take the power. The Fulani command him because the Fulanis, they are in power, but they put Jonathan as a camouflage. In 1963 to 1966, if I'm not mistaken, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Benjamin was the president of Nigeria. While Tafa Balewa is the prime minister. in charge of the Nigerian affair, the power. And everything that was happening in Nigeria was being under the command of Tafawa Balewa. And then Nnamdi Azikiwe being foolish because of my Onwelo brain. He was gallivanting. Gallivanting as president. When you have presidential meeting, you cannot be there. Paul Ebo, you are hereby blocked. The power I am talking. What is the power? It's not one person's power. You will be in group. You will give yourself something. That is why today, Auburn at the East, Cholino, when have power, they could have come out publicly to support and stand Gidigba with IPOB and say, is Biafra or nothing? Other people will now be begging them with the president because they will see that these people have gotten the power. And we got the brain. And we got the knowledge. Auburn and the whole Southeast leaders come together as a human being and they stand Gidigba with their 2 legs and 2 hands, with their 2 eyes, and stand with IPOB and tell the Nigerian government, we don't need your presidency. What we want is referendum and Biafra. Believe you me, Nigeria will left with no option than to be begging them with the Igbo presidency. And they will not give them the condition to accept the Igbo presidency. At that point, you are climbing to the power. In a legal power. Obulo Hanwa the condition for you to become president. You are the one to give them the condition to become president. By doing that, when you become the president, you match to that thing, you sign, you take the power. They will left with nothing. Managing condition into able president, you don't have power. You don't have power. What you have is just a name, not power. And when the North wanted to secede before, Nnamdi Azikiwe called them not to do so. That was when the North grabbed the power from them. And the North give them the condition to come back. And he foolishly and stupidly agreed out of his stupidity. Agreed. And that was when they now take power from them, from them. All this news today. Before you take any step, you check the positivity and the negativity, the advantage and the disadvantage. Anything that has more disadvantage more than the advantage, you don't need to engage on it. Especially Ghana. You need the legal there. In 2015, Buhari demonstrated what power and knowledge is all about. In 2011, he told Jonathan that I will make the government ungovernable for you. And if you fail to hand over to me, both monkeys and baboon will soak with blood. He did not speak out because he wanted to speak. He speaks because he has something to do with it. He speaks because he has men. He speaks because he has the knowledge. He speaks because he knows that he can take a certain action to grab the power. He vibrated and he walked towards like a lion. And Jonathan succumbed and handed over power to him. And the wife of Jonathan was the first Nigerian first lady to be prompt by any president in Nigeria. Are you aware of that? He paid dearly. And from then till today, Jonathan automatically become useless in Nigeria. He become inconsequential. That nobody can consult Jonathan because of he want to contest for the presidency. Are you aware that nobody consult Jonathan again? Tinubu did not have meeting consulting Jonathan because he want to become president. No. Peter Obi did not consult Jonathan because he is a woman. He lost his dignity like a woman. Or lose virginity. Even Tinubu, I don't think that Tinubu have met Jonathan because he has nothing to offer. As an incumbent president, he rape, madu 20 rape, basanike. He just yare 70 years old woman. If it was a consult, what will you offer? If you as an incumbent president, somebody threatening you, you did fail to arrest the person, you fail to take the person to the if your life imprisonment, contest in already. I'm a man of peace. I am taking peace award. Peace, that is why you see Obasanjo. You see Obasanjo today. Obasanjo is the president, head of state, become the Nigerian, the zoo president. Today, Tinubu visited Obasanjo because they know the power in him. Peter Obi, Nechuba Obasanjo, Kenechumiri, Atiku Abubakar visit Obasanjo. All of them are begging Obasanjo because they know he is a man. They know that he is not just a person you can take like that. Now, why are they not visiting and begging Jonathan? Because he don't know. Jonathan has power. Jonathan ended the power of militants. Jonathan make the Niger Delta become useless. Jonathan make Niger Delta to lose their dignity with the hungry people like Asare Tukumbo and Ateketom. Do you know how many people that was killed under Jonathan because he wanted the Niger Delta militant to stop? If Jonathan become the vice president, automatically become the president, he could have said, okay, since a lot of people have died in the quest for the resources control of Niger Delta, now with my veto power, if he has a veto power, he could have built a refinery in the Niger Delta. He could have returned the whole oil wells that the Fulanis have taken and give it to the Niger Delta. I am not saying the South. You could have make at least be able to pass 2014 national confab. But you didn't because you don't have the power. You are there gallivanting as a power, but you don't have it. In well power, a black body president in well power. The same thing. Some of the presidential aspirants today are now signing documents that will make them the president and there will not be power. Person like Tinubu become president today, he cannot control power. The person that will be commanding power will be the other criminal, the other Boko Haram. What is it called? Shetima. Atiku become president today, he will command power. The Ifeanyi Okowa will become as useless as a used condom. He will be there looking like Osinbajo, who don't know his left. They will even make him, Osinbajo is the minister of condolence minister, right? Ifeanyi Okowa will be worse than Osinbajo. So go and pay a condolence visit to them. Nothing more, nothing less. And when you hear Osinbajo, the influence of presidential, vice president position to achieve nothing. When Obasanjo was president, Atiku was in charge of anything that has to do with the economy. If you don't know, that is why Atiku sold all the. You know, people are shouting that Obasanjo sold NEPA. The people that sold all those things is Atiku. Atiku Abubakar, men that matters. After me year Mazi Benson so I don't know. I try and come from my These people, they know the game, hammer the game anaba. That is why the moment they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulanis understand. The moment they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulanis, out of their wisdom, what do? They planted evil people and they start attacking IPOB leadership, attacking, causing divisions so that he will stop talking about Biafra restoration and start discussing them. The moment you start discussing them, you start promoting them. And they now come out and they're giving you 50 days, 170 days, fundraising. All these things are distraction. The moment you stop talking about Biafra restoration, that is the initial plan. But because the person, the leader of our indigenous people of Biafra is Agbala Nonye, Odogwa Natural Aja, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the people who select are the lions. Because in Bolo Lion, they cannot call with lion. Lion may wanna have in a group of lions, you can't see a goat unless in Kato Bladogba to they bring the confusion. But with the wisdom and the knowledge, IPOB was able to fix them out. Fire. A fire Chanino. That is why IPOB Joel Noluka strong. John Wegi, all you in Imo State, Kedebe na refine here, Kebe Juenamia, Kebe the pipe ba ungafe. All you load in Enugu State. Last time I flebe gas in Muloku. Almost how many days before Abanonia? That all you today. We can lead the game. Kebe your knowledge, kebe your power, no. Because Nigeria as a whole, Africa as a whole, black man, and well knowledge because you power. That is why the white people in their control and not dollar our resources. Californium, I say home California. Californium, 1 gram of Californium is $27 million. 1 gram. 1 gram of Californium is $27 million. And this thing was discovered in Borno and some other states in the north. The question I want to ask you, since in Ingweluche, why name that Californium national cake? Because of the wisdom and the intelligence and the power of the north, they Colombia it becomes not the northern resources. They use it only for the north. Gold was discovered in Zamfara. Because of the wisdom and the knowledge of the Zamfara people, they make it Zamfara gold, not Nigerian gold. Because they have the power. How were the power? They was able to hold it. Oil was discovered in Niger Delta. It became a national cake. Oil in Niger Delta belonged to Jigawa. Oil in Niger Delta belonged to Sokoto. These are to tell you that in Imelo brain, but open at the south to my brain, oil in Niger Delta will be stopped being a national cake for the whole Nigeria because the Californium is more expensive than the whole oil. Do you know that 1 gram of Californium costs $27 million and the 1,000 gram make 1 kilogram? And these people are taking away kilograms, thousands of kilograms out. Do you know how much is that? Okay, Watalia. If the Niger Delta want to use their wisdom, they will stop the oil and tell the north, if this country is for all of us, the gold in the north will become a national cake. And everything about the gold will be in the south. The Californium will be a national cake. and everything they are going to do will be in the south. The same way they are now building refinery in the north, and they draw the everything about the oil to the north. They bring the other ones. It becomes vice versa, pari passu. You have to balance the equation in order to maintain tranquility, peace, and unity. You have to. But because now the south and the southeast, they don't have the knowledge and the power. They lose their own resources. The north is enjoying it, and north also holds their own. What the natural resources in only Borno state can produce 10 Dubai. Go and ask El Mustafa. He said it, and that is the truth. As of 1996, it was discovered. That is why they are singing. Wealth is nothing when you don't have the power. Somebody that has the power and knowledge can overrun you and make you a poor man overnight. Ask Saddam Hussein how they destroyed it. Libya was one of the most uprising and developing country in Africa, but they don't have the power. I mean, they don't have the knowledge. That was the reason France and the Western world penetrated them. Today, what is the condition of Libya? Libya citizens, for the first time, they are now traveling out looking for job to work. Do you know that when Muammar Gaddafi was alive, was the president of Libya, every male child in Libya has a car and a house as a Libya citizen because they have the natural resources. Libya was developing so fast that Libya currency, 1 dinar, was competing with euros. Are you aware of this? Because the late Muammar Gaddafi was working hard, putting his wisdom to get that power. When the Western world see that this man is applying wisdom, and the result of using your wisdom is to get power, and when you get the power, you become indestructible. You compete where men compete. You join the crew of lions. You will move with lions. You command respect. You move with dignity. You will gallivant. Nobody can point finger at you. You cut the finger off. Once somebody point finger, you cut it off because you have the power. The Western world see the knowledge Muammar Gaddafi was bringing out and the effect, to the extent of trying to unite the whole Africa to give them one currency like a hero, like heroes. They killed him using his own people who don't have knowledge. The same way they are trying to use autopilot to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same way they are trying to use autopilot to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to abort that knowledge so that that power will not come up. And you will be happy supporting it, thinking that you are doing the right thing. During the time of Muammar Gaddafi, Libya was happy fighting him. Libya was happy trying to kill Muammar Gaddafi. When you ask Libya, he said, oh, this man is not doing it right. The same way Chike Doziem is not doing it right today. Muammar Gaddafi was not doing it right, and all of them were chasing him to kill. The same way you want China Samori to be killed today. Now, after the killing of Muammar Gaddafi, what is the fate of the Libyans? That fate will befall on you if you succeed to support this evil of people called the autopilot to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and destroy the leadership. You will cry for your 1 million generation. You will pay. Ask Libya today, how market? They are crying. Oh, I will say Muammar Gaddafi is alive. They are begging his son. They are begging his son to come and help them. But it's too late. His son cannot perform like his father. Because the God who sent the Muammar Gaddafi, the heart of Muammar Gaddafi, cannot be in this. Even if you put the sun there, it might fail because that zeal is no longer there. That zeal is not the man that was born. There is every destiny. Muammar Gaddafi's destiny was to make Libya a great nation and bring Libya to the limelight, to bring Libya to be one of the great countries. And the Western cut that in short. The Western stop it. Do you know that today, a liter of fuel in Libya is called, when Muammar Gaddafi was alive, if you take 1 dinar, you will fill your tank in Libya. But today, if you hold 300 dinars, you cannot fill your tank. The difference is clear. The difference is very clear. That is why when we are telling you something, we are not saying something because I want to say it. I am telling you something because the spirit is there. Everything I am telling you is truth. Once you don't have the knowledge, you are the people, the Western people who has the knowledge we use to make sure that out of your stupidity, out of your ignorance, they will use you to cause more harms to your unborn children. And when the moment they succeeded in using you, they will leave you alone. At that point, you become hopeless and helpless. At that point, you now realize that you have been used and nobody can help you, and they cannot go back to them because that time they have achieved their things, they have achieved their heart desires, they have achieved their goals, they have achieved their dreams, they have laid the foundation for their children to enjoy, they have put their children on top of your own children, they have masterminded and perfected the plan for your own unborn children to become a slave to their own unborn children. They are playing a game of next 10,000 years while you are wallowing out of your ignorance. You don't know what they are planning because you know the knowledge. IPOB, one family. If they want to destroy any nation, who are they using to destroy it? Syria. How many of you know Syria? Syria is fighting today. Syria is going, have been damaged. Who are they using? The same Syria. Syria, the ignorant one are fighting the good ones. And the Syria is going down. Why America and Russia is enjoying. And they will give you the ammunition you need to bring down yourselves. The same way they want to destroy Ukraine. The Western world is backing Ukraine, knowing fully well that Russia can destroy Ukraine beyond the repair. But they are not giving Ukraine hope. Go and die. Go and die. We will support your dead body. Knowledge is power. Do you have the knowledge? Ask yourself, do you have the knowledge? What is the knowledge? Knowledge is power. When you have the power, you will control. That is why I have spent 2 hours here, and I think I need to call it a day. From here, I need to drop the curtain. But if you want to join, maybe you want to contribute 1 or 2 things, Just tell me to drop the link so that I'll give you the link so that you 2 minutes you can have your contribution. But if you don't want to do anything, then I will call it a day, because I think I have lectured enough today for those who has the brain to understand something, not for the dead brains, because I know in the comment section, I know there's a lot of dead brains that are still foolish. Those willing tools that they are using to cause anarchy, to cause destruction in Biafra land, they are everywhere. And when they write, you know them. Akonuche. Passing sense is not passing sense. That is why I tell you, try to have your knowledge so that you have your power. Africa is suffering today because they have no knowledge, they have no wisdom, and because they don't have power. If they have knowledge and power, they will rise up and they command their wealth. Their wealth is being enjoyed by the Western world. Africa is suffering. Come to Mediterranean Sea. Do you know how many Africans that are dying there? Do you know that with 50 cents, which is equivalent to 400 naira, you will fill your tank in Cuba. In Cuba, with 50 cents, you will fill your tank. On this note, I say, I will call it a day. I will call it a day, and we must continue to preach the gospel truth, the gospel of Biafra restoration. No retreat, no surrender, no going back. We have come to stay. If you are against DOS, you are nothing but evil, and the evil will befall on you. If you are against Chike Doziemu, Tomis Rumike, and every IPOB principal officers, you are out of track. Retrace your step. All of you, Umuoto Palot, you better retrace your step. Makandun. IPOB will be your last bus stop. For those of you, like yesterday, I appeared on one evil platform called the Blessedom. And I greeted her. I said that I am seeing your evil work. And she was shocked, because she was sure that somebody come to your platform to tell that he see your evil work. And I tried to debate with them, with another bonfu called Chimezie Henry, something like that. And they started talking. Before you know it, they removed me, because I wanted to reset their brain. Can reset their brain with fact and figures. But unfortunately, she ran, because from beginning, she felt the fire in me. She knows that this person is 10 times bigger than her and the bigot in there. And I tried to but they quickly run, and I will get them another day, because I will be going to all this evil platform to have a conversation. Kamalu habu de muchly also. Kamalu spirit gebe no katam doni ru spirit a kanolo analogi na ahu na ekwu okwu. That is in Tienya ka in the Boski Bawose. Ndopụta the spirit ndonya bamba. Emalu na dimpa ni biera bu no kwon. Ngachugoso na your platform in agba also. Open debate. Open debate. Chapter also. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I say Mechuko Kikabia Monye Primi Henine. Guide and protect Mazin Namdekano, and guide and protect DOS. Guide and protect every IPOB principal officers and every IPOB media warriors. And guide and protect our Eastern Security Network. And give more wisdom and strength to every IPOB worldwide, and protect our legal teams. Give them more wisdom. Win-win. Victory will be our portion. Victory. I can victory. I can victory. I can niru victory. I can azu victory. elu na victory. Victory ka ị ga na-eji na-aga. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-apụta n'ike na ebube. And I advise you, you still have one chance to repent and tender public apology, so that God anger will not visit you and your generation. I say, may Chukwu Kabia my guide and protect every one of us. He said, once again, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP Ezioku Bondo, 1 in Biafra land. One naya fully rugi, mboge, ngwagi, agwangonanya, one then 2 asoge bumaka. Leadership jidenu kunuji nunu neme ofuma. IPOB, one family.